everybody, welcome back to Largest Issue in the Galaxy. Every issue in the galaxy from low pay to Arbor Day. I'm your host, Riely, the big guy, joined by Andrew, the little guy.
How's it going, everybody?
The year is 2021. It's currently early 2021. This is
early 2021. Actually showing up for once.
Yep.
Remind me why I'm here again.
What'd you say, Andrew?
Remind me why I'm here again.
What?
Am I here again?
What do you mean? Why you're here every week?
Every week.
Well,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, every week. Yeah. And grass is fucking orange.
All right, folks. But enough of the joking. So we're here, as folks have come to know. Largest Issue is reaching its end. We are closely reaching the conclusion of this podcast, and you know, back a little bit earlier this year, or was it? No, it was still this year, I think. We were doing Quick Fix Month. That was February, right?
Yeah.
And on the last episode of Quick Fix Month, it was just me and Mo Diggity. And I thought that episode came out really good. So I decided that before this show reaches its demise, I want to do one-on-one, two-man episodes with my other two co-hosts before that happens. So this week we got Mr. Andrew is away.
Whoa.
And of course next week we'll have Miss Demi Gloom. Yeah, hate that one. Not a good one.
Yeah, bad idea. Trust me, I would know.
That'll be the worst of the three.
Yes, again, I would know. I am an expert on all things.
You're an expert on doing a two-man podcast with Demi Gloom. There was a little thing called Medium Guy, Little Guy. First of all, she was not even competent enough to record the game footage. And second of all, you know.
Dude, I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Do
I don't know what
remember?
you're referring to. I have the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Okay. So Andrew, I guess, has dementia, which I guess I should have known. So in one of our early Big Guy, Little Guy sessions, I had a computer error that had me out of the call for like a half hour. So you and Demi recorded like a Let's Play of some .io game, and you called it Medium Guy, Little Guy. But Demi fucked up recording the game, so we just released the audio as like a podcast.
I'll be damned.
You have no memory of this at all, even after I described the circumstances.
In the slightest. No clue what you're talking about still.
But anyway, I gotta talk about who won last week, which I will tell you in just... I've been... Oh, go ahead.
No, just curious.
Andrew, you're cutting out really bad, so if you could do something to attempt to fix that, that would be appreciated.
Hold on, I'm gonna go fight my router. I'll be right back, I swear.
Okay, Andrew's gonna go have some fisticuffs with his router. It's all us. It's me and you. We're all alone here. You, the listener. Oh, okay, he's back. That was a quick fight. Did you win?
My hand hurts. I'm still hitting it. It's not working.
Oh, shit.
I'm just slowly working on it. Okay, that hurts. Yeah,
right, folks.
My door was being weird. My door for my closet was being weird. It's not closing. I tried forcing it closed. It didn't close. Okay, it wasn't... I don't know. Well, that won't fucking well.
The pathological liar, Andrew. Coming up with excuses for what that noise was.
I missed.
But alright, folks. Well, unfortunately there is a tie, and unfortunately there's nobody here to break it. So
flip a coin.
I suppose I can flip a coin. Okay, so the The issues were War on April Fools, Not Enough Shows, Walking in Wisconsin, and Rage Rap. And we got 2 votes, 1 and 1. One vote went to Walking in Wisconsin, and 1 vote went to Not Enough Shows. So it is neither of us are in the running. This is a competition between Demi Gloom and Mo Diggity.
Mm-hmm.
So let me pull up a coin flip.
Well, I know which one I don't want to win.
Okay, so heads is Demi Gloom, tails is Mo. I'm pulling up a coin flip now.
Good job. I have no proof on if Riley's actually flipping a coin or not. None of us do. We're just gonna.
You just have to believe me. I'm on the Google flip a coin page. Like when you Google flip a coin, it gives you like a flip a coin. Heads. So that was Demi Gloom, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Heads is Demi Gloom, tails is No Diggity. Okay, so the winning issue by the choice of the coin is Walking in Wisconsin. Congratulations to Demi Gloom. But alright, folks. We got some issues to talk about today. And I kind of want Andrew to go last, which means I have to go first for that to happen. So
yeah,
I suppose I will go first then, that being the case. Okay. My issue, folks. This is a big one. This might just be the largest issue in the galaxy. We might have found it. My issue is the artificial scarcity of eggnog.
What's now? Like, isn't that a Christmas thing?
Yes, it is a... Have you not had eggnog, Andrew?
No.
Okay, well, Andrew's weird. So eggnog is a dairy beverage commonly served during the holidays of Thanksgiving and Christmas. And it is a sweet treat, and it might just be the best thing I've ever consumed. It goes down smooth, it is very tasty, it is a very high-quality drink, which is why I think it's fucking bullshit that eggnog is locked to just the fucking winter holiday season. Fucking absolute nonsense. I want to drink eggnog all year round, and the fact that these shitty dairy corporations are preventing me from doing so is complete fucking garbage, okay? Listeners, listen to me, okay? There's been, you eggnog fans out there, you nog heads out there, there's been a day you're sitting there in May or something, and you're like, man, you know what would really hit right now? A nice hearty glass of eggnog. Also my dad's belt, but a nice hearty glass of eggnog. And you can't get it. Because it's artificially locked behind holidays. Like, why do products do that? Like, it's the same thing, Marketing, I guess. Like, it's the same thing with, pumpkin spice. Like, that's the thing, too. Like, I guess holiday gatekeeping in general is an issue, but I kind of want to keep it to eggnog specifically. But just another example, like the pumpkin flavoring and the pumpkin spice, during October and November. Like, at Dunkin' Donuts, right? I always get the frozen coffee, and it's very good.
Okay.
But during that seasonal time, they have, pumpkin flavor that they could put in the frozen coffee, and the pumpkin frozen coffee fucking slaps. It is great. But I can only get it during those couple of months because it's locked behind seasonal. And the same thing goes for eggnog. Now, I tried to do some research, right, as to why eggnog is this weird seasonal drink. And on multiple sources, I've come across this answer, which makes no fucking sense to me. I don't really have anybody to relate to because you've never drank eggnog. But audience... Anybody in the audience who has drank eggnog before should be confused by this, because I am very confused by this. So, one of the reasons that's listed for why eggnog is a wintertime holiday drink, I've seen this quote on multiple websites. The first reason is that eggnog is often served hot, and the best time to drink hot beverages is during the winter. Now, I have never seen a single person drink hot eggnog in my fucking life. Does this exist? So, if you've drank hot eggnog, leave us a voicemail. The number is in the description. I want to know what that experience is like. And if eggnog wasn't a seasonal item, I could just go fucking try it right now. I could go buy a jug of eggnog, put it in the microwave. But I can't do that because of the artificial scarcity of eggnog. So I need somebody out there to tell me if you've ever done something like this. I love eggnog, okay? Eggnog is my favorite
Can't you
thing.
just make it? Like, isn't there a recipe online?
I'm sure there's a recipe, but it's like, what? I don't want to go through all that. Like, what if I fuck it up? Then it's going to be bad. I just want to buy a pre-packaged product that I know is going to be of utmost quality. I want to buy a fucking TG Lee, whatever the fuck that brand is, and fucking eggnog. And just be happy and be satisfied with my life. I want to have to fucking shake stuff up and fucking crack eggs into a thing and fucking put milk in there and fucking... How do you make eggnog? You know what, Andrew? Let's find out together. I'm gonna Google how to make eggnog, and we'll see what the process is.
You said something about an egg, and I'm thoroughly confused.
There are eggs involved. It is called eggnog for a reason. Eggs are part of the recipe, certainly.
You know what? I guess I should have expected that, but I didn't.
Alright, how to make homemade eggnog by The Kitchen, but without the E.
The fuck kind of spelling is that?
That's like their brand. Is Kitchen, but no E.
Okay. Are you sure the guy's not just dyslexic?
That, you might be onto something. Alright.
What, do you not want to get copyrighted?
Does somebody have the copyright on the word kitchen?
Probably not. But probably considering that the guy's thing is called whatever the fuck.
God damn, I fucking hate Windows 10 with the stupid weather pop-up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so... Blah, 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 aged eggnog. I just want the... I don't give a shit about aging the eggnog. Just tell me the Okay. Alright. Eggs,
right.
Sugar, milk, and cream are the primary ingredients. The exact ingredients I'm seeing here for 6 cups of eggnog. 6 large eggs, 1 cup granulated sugar, 2 cups whole milk, 1 cup heavy cream, and then if you want to add alcohol, it tells you how much alcohol to add, because eggnog is commonly alcoholic, but they also obviously sell it, virgin. And then freshly grated nutmeg. Okay, so first you gotta separate the eggs. You put the yolks in a bowl, you put the yolks specifically in a medium bowl, and the whites in a large bowl. So you separate the yolks from the whites.
Okay.
Cover the whites and you refrigerate them. And then you whisk the yolks with the sugar. You put the yolks in the sugar, you whisk them together. And then you add the milk and the cream and the liquor if you want it, and you mix that all together, and you cover it and you refrigerate it for an hour.
Okay.
And they also say the more alcohol you add to it, the longer it will last. So if you want to age it longer, it's better to add alcohol, apparently. Fun fact.
Well, yeah, that's how alcohol works.
And then you're going to whisk the egg whites, and then fold the egg whites into the eggnog. I guess fold means gently stir. And that'll give it a frothy, extra creamy texture, apparently. And then just serve the eggnog. It doesn't say to cook the egg whites or the yolks. Oh, I guess, yeah, you do put raw eggs in egg. I was seeing something about that. So, yeah, you just mix the raw eggs in. And that's it.
Interesting.
And eggnog fucking slap. I actually didn't know it was this easy. Maybe I'll make some eggnog at some point. But the fact remains, they put like a shit ton of sugar in like the prepackaged ones, and that's what makes it good.
Not making this show. This show sucks. This show is dog shit, bro. Not even gonna say anything. He's just gonna silently kick me from the call. Is that what this is?
Yes,
what's gonna
Baz.
happen?
I have my finger over the ban button. Here we go. Goodbye.
Damn, are you really gonna be that much of a pussy? Like,
Yes,
for
I'm trying to
real?
make a fucking podcast and you keep. God damn it. Just leave me
Bro.
alone.
Okay, real quick, Riley, why didn't you beat Super Mario Galaxy?
Because I haven't played it long enough to beat it.
How long do you need, bro? Are you that trash?
Baz, just please leave so I don't have to ban you.
Okay, real quick though, can you please stop making this show? Like, you genuinely
Baz,
wasted
I
your
am
time.
going to stop
I
making this
actually-
show.
Are you? Thank God, because I
Yes,
actually
we
feel
have already
bad
announced we are
that-
ending the show at episode 100, and we're recording 94 right now, so this show's time is limited.
Oh my God. Okay, thank God, bro. Because like, I genuinely feel bad knowing that you spend time making this absolute.
Okay,
fucking
Baz,
hog
please
shit
leave now.
podcast. Okay. Actually, no, nah. I can't bring myself to do it, man. Like, I don't like knowing that you told me to do something and I actually did it. Like, that just
Alright, well, in
hurts
that
me.
case, goodbye, Baz.
Alright, see you, bro.
All right, that was easy, done, dealt over with.
Alright, so yeah, just Baz, everybody. God fucking damn it. Alright. But I did a little research to try to figure out why this is like a holiday drink, and I guess it's just like a
Yeah.
sales related thing. Like, I guess, like, just historically, sales of eggnog have plummeted after Christmas time. But it's like, that doesn't make any sense. It's so
I mean,
good.
it kind of does. America's kind of stupid.
It's so good, though.
Yeah.
Like, why don't people just, like, drink eggnog all the time? I don't get it.
It's probably not good for you.
Well, no, of course not. But, like, nothing America consumes is. So why is eggnog any different? You know what I mean?
Hold on. Now I need to know how many calories are in eggnog.
Probably the lot is probably the answer.
Okay.
He's looking at him go.
I don't know how to spell calories. Like 400 calories per 16 ounces. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a nice, sugary, fun beverage. It's like, you're not gonna drink eggnog every day. It's like a milkshake, right? Nobody has like milkshakes in their fridge and just like drinks them every day. But they still sell them year round because they're good and people will buy them as a treat. And I feel like eggnog serves that same purpose and is probably cheaper to make than a milkshake, I think.
I mean, isn't a milkshake just ice cream and...
Well, yeah, because ice cream is expensive. At least compared to, like, just normal milk and eggs and sugar.
Maybe.
It's
I
like,
don't know. I'm not a marketer.
I think ice cream costs more than eggs, generally.
I don't know. I don't work on a farm.
I'm actually kind of interested in this, though. Now
All
that
right, we're delving.
now that I know the recipe for eggnog,
Riley's going to make eggnog once a week, and
die
it will...
and die as a result.
Yes. But you know what? It's fine. You know why it's fine?
Why is it fine?
There is no reason for why it's fine.
It's not fine.
It is not fine. But what can we do about it? I mean, we could not make it, but...
I wonder if I could get my hands on like some bourbon or something. Like get somebody to buy it for me. Yo,
What's a bourbon?
It's a alcohol, and I guess it pairs well with eggnog.
Just buy it off of Amazon.
I think they like make you send a picture of your ID or something if you
I doubt that.
if you buy bourbon off of Amazon. No, because alcohol laws are pretty strict. So I assume if you can order alcohol online, they do make you send proof of identification.
Okay, that's boring. But I'm not gonna say anything.
I, of course, would never drink due to the fact that it's not legal for me to drink.
I would never drink.
Due to the fact that it's not legal for you to drink, yes.
No, I just don't want to drink.
Fair enough.
It's awful.
That works too.
There's Yeah, it's bad.
What's really bad about it? Like what happens to you? Like your liver fails? Like whatever.
Your liver fails. You can't drive properly. Uh, ruins homes. A lot of things.
Nah, but like who cares though? I'm never gonna have a family. I don't really care about my
You have no.
friends.
You have not ever raised yourself around an alcoholic mother, which of course I can't say that I have either, but I have friends.
Friends who have,
And
yeah.
yeah.
I know of bad situations alcohol has caused, but like, whatever. Who cares? At the end of
The
day.
Black Plague killed hundreds of thousands, but we're gonna avoid that.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
millions.
Who gives a shit about the Black Plague? Whatever. I'll take the fucking Black Plague any day. I'll drink a nice frothy glass of Black Plague anytime.
You're supposed to drink a disease. I don't know how you would drink a disease. I'm sure you would find a way.
Mixed with bourbon, of course.
You can't mix everything with bourbon and expect it to go well.
I mean, have you ever mixed the Black Plague with bourbon? I don't think so. So how would you know that it's not going to be good?
Why would I know that it just wouldn't? It doesn't sound good.
Sometimes things that'll kill you taste good. Like, haven't you ever heard the rumors about antifreeze?
No.
Okay, so I don't know if you're aware of what antifreeze even is.
It's something that goes in a car.
Yes, something that goes in a car, correct. And if you drink it, it will kill you. But there are rumors that it tastes very good.
Yeah, rumors. I wonder who started those rumors.
I don't know, but it's curious, right? It's like, you think about that, it's like the forbidden thing. Like, you can't drink antifreeze. But it's like, what if it's good, though? Like, it might melt my internal organs, but like, what if it bangs? What if it slaps?
What if it hits harder than a dad in the 1950s against his wife?
Why are you making so many domestic abuse jokes tonight, Andrew?
I had a thing today just talking about domestic abuse. I don't know why. It was just in my system. Violence. Support violence.
Hey kids, do you like violence?
You made me think of the song Arson by City Morgue, where they tell the listeners specifically to kill kids.
Well, I was directly referencing the Eminem song where he says,
I'm
hey,
sure
kids,
you were
do you like violence?
I'm sure you were. I don't listen to much Eminem anymore. I can't tell you, like, a lot of Eminem songs.
Literally, I've
anymore.
only ever heard one Eminem song, but I just listened to a 1-hour podcast where they talked about Eminem, so now I just, like, have temporarily retained some knowledge about Eminem.
Who would make a 1-hour podcast on Eminem?
The new Void Gazers podcast, starring the Yig Studio gang. Go find it on ASE Presents on YouTube.
This sounds like an awful idea. I'm not one to
their
spend
topic
my
was
time.
Eminem, and they had an interesting discussion.
What do you even discuss about Eminem?
Like, the quality of his music, the message behind his music.
That everyone's discussed for the last 8 years?
Yeah.
What it's felt like 8 years on TikTok of everyone talking about how Eminem is this garbage artist now, but was good in the early 2000s.
I don't know, man. Wasn't Tone Deaf pretty recent? He mentions Fortnite, so it has to be recent. That song was great.
It was last year.
The song was goated.
I think that song only adds to the list of reasons why Eminem has taken such a huge fall off.
I can make Tribe with banana. Born.
Look, I love Eminem, okay? But he's not anything that people have always said that he is. If you think that Eminem's the GOAT, if rappers, get out. It's racially motivated. 100 times out of 10. If you hear
only
someone say that...
racist people think Eminem is the best rapper.
Only racist people can think it. No one else is going to tell you that Eminem is the GOAT. unless they're racist.
All right.
Do you?
Eminem, pretty okay. I've only ever heard like
Not top
3
10
full
artist all
songs.
time hip hop. Barely even top 20.
I don't even like hip hop.
I do, and I don't like
Like
it.
Andrew, let me tell you how uncultured I am, like about hip hop artists.
You don't even know who Drake is.
No, Andrew, I know who Drake is, but let me tell you how uncultured, like how little I've heard of hip hop artists. I think you might be in my top 10 hip hop artists. So if that says anything.
There's a difference between someone being in your top 10 and someone being objectively one of the best of all time. There's a huge difference in that.
That's definitely true in any case.
And there are people that ignore the fact that that is, you know, a thing. Like, you aren't gonna come up and say that Lil Yachty is the best rapper of all time even if you really love his music. Because he is nowhere near the best of all time.
Like, literally all of the rap I listen to is, like, shitty internet rap. So like, I like you, I like fucking Asperger, I like Demi's stuff. I think I've heard, like, a couple other, like, small internet rappers. Like, there was somebody, I can't remember his name right now for the life of me. But there's somebody who made, like, a Pokemon rap album, and it went hard. It's on Spotify. If you look up Pokemon rap album and you go to Spotify, you'll probably find it.
I would assume it's Nate Wants to Battle.
It was not Nate Wants to Battle. It was a different
wasn't
guy.
Nate. Okay, so it probably wasn't good. I have a love for Nate's music.
Oh yeah, everything Nate makes is fucking great, of course. But
yeah, he's very talented. It's just he uses that talent to make weird music.
Let me see if I can find this. I'm looking up Pokemon rap album on Spotify to see if I could find it.
What?
I'm trying to find. It might be like in my playlist too, because like back when I was using Spotify regularly, I did have it.
What, you don't? Oh yeah, you use YouTube Music, don't you?
Yeah, I use YouTube Music mainly.
I should put my songs on YouTube. Really should have by now. You think I would have?
You would think so.
Yeah, I just haven't. I plan on it. Probably starting with the next, you know, cohesive project that I release. It'll start like that, maybe.
Albums, okay. I'm looking through like my collection now. It's got to be somewhere. I listened to the fuck out of this. Unless they just like took it off Spotify because of like Pokemon copyright, which I suppose is possible. Oh, I fucking found it. Okay, it's by somebody called Matt Foryo, and it is the album is called Fire Rap Version, like for like Fire Red, but Fire Rap. It's very good.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make it a part of the next album that I listen to, because I've been listening to a lot of albums recently.
Yeah, go listen to Fire Rap Version by Matt Foryo. I think you will like it, Andrew. It is very good.
Maybe.
But alright, folks, that's enough about the artificial scarcity of I almost said neg-og, or like something to that effect. What is your first issue of the night, Andrew?
Alright. My first issue is going to be the one that, you know, warms up to the next big issue. Because I have an issue that I've been planning for arguably about 4 hours. And the other one I've been planning for about 30 seconds to an hour.
Fair enough.
So obviously we start off with the lesser issue. And I think this is an issue a lot of people can get behind, because I get behind it. And if I get behind something, that means it's probably the right argument. And I'm also going to be talking about a scarcity in something. However, I'm not going to be talking about the scarcity in an item. I'm going to be talking about straight cis women. That is my issue.
Is there a scarcity of straight cis women?
Riley, I'm going to ask you a question.
Wait, so is your issue straight cis women or the scarcity of straight cis women?
Straight cis women. That's
okay.
It. Alright, now Riley, I have a question posed for you.
Sure.
How many straight women do you know?
Most women I know are straight.
That is probably not surprising, considering I don't assume that you know a lot of women.
Also true. Also fair.
But so let's
I think I'm like
exclude that from.
no. I think I'm like friends with like 3 women, and one of them is Debbie Gloom, and I'm pretty sure the other 2 are straight.
Okay, so to exclude that from the knowledge, I happen to know a good amount of women. At least I'd think that I'd know a good amount. I mean, we know my past. I wasn't the, cleanest whistle in the toolbox. But
I don't know if you want to phrase it like that, but okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to
know.
bring cleanliness into it. That might sound like you've contracted some diseases from this lifestyle.
This is not what I mean. Anywho, but excluding that, do you know how many of those women were straight, Riley? I want you to take a guess.
Probably like none of them.
Yep, all of them have some sort of curiosity in liking women. All of them.
You know what? I'm not gonna like say this is 100% fact, but I do feel like there's some credence to the theory that a lot of people bring up that every woman is bi. Like literally, straight women do not exist.
Yeah, straight women don't exist.
That
and the
is
ones
a theory that
exist
people
piss
have,
me
and I
off.
kind of subscribe to it.
And the few that do exist, they all piss me off. And now, this may not be true because there's only 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. But the first one that I think of that, happens to go to my school, we're gonna give her a name that, will definitely hide her and definitely is not her real name. Riley, what's a white trashy girl name?
Fuck. What is a white trashy girl name? I guess Stacy.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, there's someone in my school who may be a white trashy girl that also happens to have your name, but I can't use that name. So we're gonna go with.
Wait, did you just said what her name was?
No, I didn't. That's a different girl, and
Okay.
I said that her name is maybe Riley. That doesn't mean that it is
Oh, it
Riley.
could be Riley. It is
it could be
possible
Riley.
that this woman's name is Riley.
Yes, in the same sense as it could be possible that this show ends at episode 100.
Like how Light Yagami walks into the room and says to Elle, "I could be Kira." It's possible that I'm Kira.
Yes, in that sense. But besides that, the girl, she annoys me so much because all she does is talk about her boyfriend. And it's getting to the point to where even just knowing that she exists pisses me off because it's such a, straight thing. It's like, oh, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm going to have 2 kids.
I'm going to be a trad wife.
We're going to be some real basic, with, what's a basic name for kids? Billy and...
Billy and... Billy and Jilly.
Billy and... I don't know. What's a decent girl name that isn't trash? Stacy Jr. Yeah, there we go.
Billy and Stacy Jr.
Yeah. It's so bland. There's no flavor in a woman that happens to only like men. Like, there's no flavor whatsoever. And if you think there is flavor, you're wrong. That's like saying that ketchup is spicy. Or mayonnaise, or whatever white people think is spicy that isn't spicy.
Do people think mayonnaise is spicy? Is that true?
I have heard it, yeah. Mayonnaise, ketchup. It made me uncomfortable, but I've heard it. I've heard a lot of things, Riley. You'd be surprised
real
what
quick,
goes on.
I want you to tell another story about an annoying straight woman, because I have to piss. I will be back in a second. Tell our audience another story about a straight cis woman that you didn't like.
There's this one, so she's racist, and I can't prove this is a straight white woman thing, but the only reason that I can argue that straight white women are potentially racist is because of they don't know what it's like to be hate crimed or had a slur used against them. And due to that logic, that just makes me assume that they are not afraid to say the N-word. All snow bunnies, I'm sure that they say the N-word, and I don't think any of them are even close to remotely, yeah. I don't know, I could be proven wrong. I don't want to be proven wrong. So I'm just not going to be proven wrong. And if you say that I'm wrong, you're wrong. Because I'm never wrong. And if you think that I'm wrong, no. I've been out of it all day. I've been losing brain cells since I used all of mine. Yeah, I'm sure you know. I'm gonna ramble on about how I lost all my brain cells today. I was in math class and I was doing math, you know. I had to read, and I'm not good at reading. The reading is not my forte, although nothing really is my forte. But that's besides the point. You don't need a forte to be a good reader, right? Yeah.
What?
Riley, I've lost all of a function in my brain within the last
You don't need
few
a
hours.
forte to be a good reader? What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just as lost as you, Riley.
you just started like a stream of consciousness where like one word does not relate to the next. This is just, you just lost all function without me.
I lost all function hours ago, and I've been trying so hard to get a grip on my functionalities again. Like, I took a 22 question quiz in 5 minutes with a hell of amount of reading. And that just, everything's been south since.
Understandable. That would also probably ruin my brain.
It wasn't even that ruined my brain. It was doing a little bit of geometry and counting. Like that's what messed me up. And then everything following that for the day was just no. It just wasn't. I do not compute. I'm about as good as a NASCAR racer driving a potato around. Yeah. That's a good analogy. I'm great at analogies. I should be.
You should be. What should you be?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But,
where I'm not on drugs. I'm.
So straight cis women, right? So, like, the two
Yes.
facets of this issue are that one, they don't exist, and two, the ones that do exist are annoying.
Are all annoying, and potentially snow bunnies. I don't think there's a snow bunny that isn't. What, is that wrong to say?
I just assume these people you're talking about are in high school, so it's a little weird to refer to them as snow bunnies. Because that has a very sexual connotation.
That does not mean I'm referring to high schoolers and high schoolers only.
That's fair enough, but I feel like a lot of the straight cis women are like your classmates, your mother, and your friends' mothers are probably where those categories fall.
It's a funny joke. Most of the I don't know any of my friends' mothers actually. Haven't met any of them. Well, I mean, the ones that I have, one was a substitute for my 5th grade coding class. So
I guess I think about it. Like, I don't think I've met any of my current friends' mothers. Like I've met Noah's mother. I've never met Silas's mother because he lives with his grandparents. I met Zach's mother once. Zach, my friend from work who was on the show once. I met his mother once. And I think that's it for current friends. His mother I've met.
Man, such a long list. But to be fair, it's longer than mine. I think this is the only time you'll ever get to say there's something of yours that's longer than mine.
Okay, smart
Excluding
guy.
podcasts.
Yeah, that's right. I have longer podcasts than you. Get fucked.
That's because I don't do podcasts. Podcasts
you
are
have
not for me.
the gaming Koopa show.
What do you
Whatever the
mean?
fuck.
That never happened. That was a figment of your imagination.
Did you delete those?
I have no clue.
Were those just like, did you have somebody with you, or were those just like stream of
Nope.
consciousness?
Stream of consciousness. I don't know. I think I needed
Well, Andrew,
yeah.
you've been in podcasts before. They were called Florida Man Starts Podcast and Largest Issue in the Galaxy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Those don't exist.
God,
Don't try to hit me with that. But you're on largest issue right
you're
now.
on largest issue in the galaxy right now.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? We're just
No
talking
clue
in
what
a
you're talking
Discord
about.
call. This is a show. What? I'm being recorded. What?
I am. I probably.
But all right,
get
you
something
gotta have
checked
more
in.
to say here. Tell me more about straight cis women, because straight cis women are what I desire in life. So it's gonna take a lot of convincing to tell me
Wow,
that they're an issue.
you need psychological help if that's what you're looking for.
Well, I guess I wouldn't mind a bi cis woman, but in general, what I'm looking for is a straight cis woman. So tell me more about why they're an issue.
What do I need? Everything about them is boring and bland.
Andrew, I think this might have just been an excuse to bring in women as an issue. Like
This is not an
you have to
excuse.
qualify it so that you didn't get in trouble. But I think this is just you bringing in women.
No, I love women. Just I don't love some of them. In the same sense of I love all people, excluding
Except for a
racists.
few of them, a few
Yeah.
choice individuals I do not like.
Yeah, a few of them. Not many, but a few of them. There are a few of them I do not like.
Fair enough.
But
Fair enough.
I don't know, can you name 5 straight women? Genuinely, I don't think I could.
My mother.
Although, to be fair,
Alexis.
Okay.
Fuck. This is rough. This is a hard one. A lot of the women I know are gay or bi. You're right. I believe Saturn is somewhere crazy on the sexual spectrum.
She's on the spectrum.
Demi Gloom is obviously gay
Not cis.
and not cis. Shit. There's no way my mother and Alexis are the only 2 straight women that I know. That can't be true.
Yeah, you see, it's unfortunate you can't name any because no one wants to date a man. Because you look at a man and what do you see? A hairball that doesn't take care of himself? Or an incompetent one. I happen to fall into that category. I'm sure that's not a big shocker,
Val,
though.
that's 3. Val is straight, I'm pretty sure. Val, I used to be on podcasts with her sometimes, a friend of Colo's. Anybody else? What other straight women do I know? Yeah, you're right, Andrew. They are a scarce group. Straight cis women, you're right. In our current society, I think they are dwindling.
They're scarce amount. And I don't blame them, obviously. I too would not date a man, because most of them suck.
Didn't you have a gay arc?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I think
people
you had
still
a gay
think
arc.
that. People still think that in my school.
You definitely had a brief gay arc.
Look, straight white men.
There is a video on my YouTube channel where we talked about /suddenly gay for Pride Month, and you said that you were gay, and thus you got to say things in the video.
No clue what you're talking about.
That is real. I rewatched that recently.
Trust me. Look, I love...
No, you're right. That was
I love-
Ultima Josh, different guy.
Yeah, not me. I don't exist. People like to think that I exist. I don't. I'm not real. I'm
My
I'm good at what
pronouns
I'm
are
good at.
not. Do not refer to me.
Yeah,
For
don't refer to me.
phonetical purposes, I do not exist.
Just for purposes in general, I don't exist. You don't know who I am. You don't know me because I don't exist.
You don't know me.
No, I don't.
At Angel from Hell was a social experiment conducted by.
I was a social experiment committed by someone in the Michigan government to see if they could get another white rapper that used to live in a trailer park to blow up.
So they invented a white rapper who used to live in a trailer park, and his name was Andrew.
Yes. Yep, that was me.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be thinking of myself in like 5 years or so if I ever see this this chance of success and fame, which I'm not helping my case.
Yeah, no, you're gonna get famous, and then they're gonna play like a clip from Largest Issue in the Galaxy where you said a slur, and it's gonna be over.
I'm just gonna be like, fuck. Tyler the Creator's fine. And he's basically said everything that I've said. So I think I'll be fine.
Isn't Tyler the Creator, black?
Yeah?
Is he gay?
Kinda.
Okay, so he gets the pass for all those things. You don't, because you're very adamantly claiming right now that you're not gay.
Okay, how much dick do I gotta suck to say a F word?
Enough to call yourself gay.
See, if you knew anyone in my school, they all... I've been described not just as a fruity person, but as the whole fruit,
The whole fruit?
I've been called a pineapple a good amount, but no, I've heard even worse recently. A girl in my math class who I don't talk to because she's kind of annoying. But she said that I was more than just the fruit. I am an entire fruit salad. And
Yummy,
I
yummy.
really resonated with that. Because not only do I like fruit salad, but I also am, definitely not the, yeah.
Listen, that Wiggles song did not lie. Fruit salad is yummy yummy.
No clue what that is.
You don't know about the Wiggles?
No.
Andrew, who hurt you as a child? You had a horrible childhood. You don't
I've
know
been
about the
told that.
fucking Wiggles?
No.
They were a band, I believe they were Australian based, and they were like a children's band, and they had their own TV show. And they wore color coordinated shirts, and they sang children's songs. And one of their most famous songs was about fruit salad, where they sing fruit salad, yummy yummy. It's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah, that's what I think about my hyperpop song, too. Slowly, to one day maybe see the light of day.
Oh, my mom made some fruit salad, and it was like some weird recipe that she found. There was like vanilla pudding mix in this fruit salad, and it fucking slapped.
Is that even fruit salad anymore?
I guess it's not entirely fruit salad, but it was just like, she got some fruit, put a little bit of sugar on there, and added like vanilla pudding mix for some reason. This is like a recipe she found online, and it fucking hit. It was pretty good.
You can find a lot of things online. But excluding that, yeah.
Is that all you have to say about straight cis women?
Bo Burnham made a song about it.
Oh, did he?
I think. I'm pretty sure he has. It's Bo Burnham, and I think we all know Bo Burnham is, he's Bo. Definitely Bo. I don't think he burned them, though.
I would say that Negative XP made a song about it, but I'm pretty sure that was about mostly bisexual women. fall into the categories of Scott Pilgrim ruined a whole generation of women, the song.
I still don't know who Negative XP is.
Just
like, slightest idea of who that is.
internet music guy. You know, internet music guy.
I don't know.
He made songs, one of which was called Scott Pilgrim versus the World, ruined a whole generation of women, and that song blew
Scott
up.
Pilgrim versus the World. Actually, no. I can think of someone that watched Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and I'm not too fond of her. I don't hate her, but we all know.
Is she a woman that was ruined by Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Arguably.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World is a good film.
I wouldn't
The
know.
conceit of that song is one of the main girls where like the main female lead is like a blue-haired, like goth girl, and the song is about how like all women are women have turned into like bright dyed hair. The lyric is as bright dyed hair and obnoxious clothes. Thinks communism is the way to go. That's like the main lyric that describes women in this current generation.
Man, this guy sounds very curious for why women won't fuck him.
Yeah, he is the master of the incel core music genre, which is where Demi had placed herself for a long time, was in the incel core community.
Man, people willingly put themselves in that? Ugh.
And then Negative XP called Demi Gloom the F slur, so now she doesn't like incel core anymore.
That, yeah, I'm sure that's the only reason.
He called it the F slur and he told her to find God.
Look, I know a good amount of people that say find God. Kanye West is one of those people, and Kanye West is absolutely hilarious. I will tell anyone that I don't like to find God simply because Kanye says it to Pete.
That's true. That's fair enough. Skeet
Don't care.
Davidson, largest issue in the galaxy.
It was one of my better issues too. I'm so mad that didn't win.
I've considered clipping it. I almost don't want to, just because the other issue I clipped was yours, and I don't want to only clip your issues. But I feel like every time there's like a silly issue that's like fun to clip, it's yours.
It's almost as if I know what I'm doing.
It's like it's not even just like that it's a good issue that I want to vote for, but it's just like it's so entertaining and amusing that I want to clip it.
I am an
like the PED bands
person.
thing. That was an awful issue.
That is
like
not
nobody
an
would
awful
vote for
issue.
that shit because it's fucking psychotic. But the way you
That is
presented
not
it
psychotic.
was so funny.
That is a great idea. And I will still support the idea of we might as well ban PEDs now.
Or
because we're still going to let people
the ban
use
of
it.
PEDs.
Yeah,
Unban
this is just,
PEDs.
Yeah, unban them. They're great for sports. They've never done anything bad.
No, of course not. People haven't died. That's not true.
People haven't died. I mean, their wee might get a little
haven't
small.
Shrank. That's not true.
I think that's a myth actually, because I'm almost positive it is, because your body isn't used to having testosterone pumped into it like a pill, so it just shrinks your balls because your testosterone isn't at a regular level.
Fair enough. But
Although
anyway.
I don't know, I'm not someone that takes roids. It's not for me. I don't play sports. However, if you do take place, shit, right?
Yeah,
I don't know why.
You gotta get those thunder legs, bro. Take some roids.
Okay, but those are really easy to get. I could do that in a week tops. Like, that's all I need.
But anyway, though, it's time for my second and final issue of the night, Andrew.
Alright, Riely.
This is an issue that I think has plagued us all in the past. It's, the eggnog thing is pretty serious, but this is serious too. My second issue is Dreams That Feel Real.
Oh.
So, dreams, right? You go to sleep, and your mind creates scenarios that play out in your brain, and then you wake up, and those scenarios are gone, and you usually forget about them. And sometimes dreams, they just have this weird thing to them. Like, even if it does not logically make sense for you to be in that dream scenario, it feels real to you at that moment, and then you wake up and it's not real. and it's like the weirdest feeling, right? Like, have you ever had a dream where, like, when you woke up, you had to reassess your reality?
I've had to message friends if they did something that happened to me in a dream.
I actually, for the first time, I had like a real thing where like I thought I saw something in a dream and I was convinced that I had actually seen it and then it was disproven. And it was like, oh shit, I guess I was dreaming. And that's there was an arcade near my house. And I had a
Okay.
dream that it was gone, that they were like taking it down. And I was just convinced that was a real thing that I saw. And then we drove by it and I was like, holy shit, it's still there. I must have literally dreamed that.
I don't know. The only dreams that I have that I remember, they're all very morbid dreams.
I've had
Like,
bad dreams too, where it's like good that that they're not real. But even those, that's an issue because if you have a bad dream that feels real, it's fucking torturous when you're in it.
yeah, I know what it's like. Trust me, I have morbid dreams. It's probably not healthy, and I should probably go see a doctor about it. But you know what? We're chill.
We ball.
What are they gonna do? It's a dream. I don't even understand why dreams happen. Do you understand?
I don't
I would
understand it. I
imagine
assume
not.
there's some sort of science, but like I've never read into it. The worst thing is like when you're having a nightmare, right? This isn't like a dream that feels real per se, but like when you're having a nightmare and it's like freaking you out. And within the
Yeah.
dream, you wake up from the nightmare, but you're actually still in the nightmare. Like within the dream, you wake up and you think you woke up for real, but you're actually still in the dream. Just as part of the dream, you woke up.
I've not done that, but I have woken myself up from nightmares because I realized they were nightmares. Which I think is great. I love the
When I was
fact
young,
that it's
what would happen
happened.
is like I would wake myself up from a nightmare, and then I would like slowly fall back asleep, and the nightmare would just like resume from where it left off, and like that cycle would continue that whole night, and I would not get any sleep.
That has not happened to me, although I kinda have an issue with staying asleep anyways, which is slowly getting worse. I now only sleep in 1 hour increments, which is not fun, but you can't really do anything about it, so it's just
Certainly
hope it
not.
gets
Maybe you should be taking some
better.
sleeping drugs. Take some
I
disease
do.
quill.
I do, and it doesn't help. All it helps with is falling asleep.
You see, in my experience, and I would never recommend this to anybody because it was illegal, and I've also never done it because I'm talking specifically about Minecraft. I did this in Minecraft. But
Yeah.
when you smoke a lot of weed, you get the best sleep.
I wouldn't plan on trying it, for legal reasons.
Of course. I've had some pretty good Minecraft naps whilst
Yeah, Minecraft,
weeded.
great stimulation to the green stuff that comes from plants. But
But
you
anyway,
know,
though, so mainly dreams that feel real. My main crux of this issue is like when you have a dream that like reforms your reality and it's in a good way. Like you're enjoying life in this dream and somehow it feels real and then you realize that it's not and it like fucks you up. Like this I might have told it on largest issue when this happens, but just for the sake of it being relevant to this issue. Like a few months ago, I had a dream where I was in Massachusetts and I was visiting my father, who I have not seen in 6 or 7 years, maybe even 8 years.
damn, that's a
And
long ass milk trip.
yeah, and the dream felt so real. Like I was there with my father, I was talking to him, and then suddenly within the dream, I somehow realized it wasn't real, and I got really angry within the dream, and then I woke up and I started crying, and like the entire rest of my week was fucked because I just like couldn't stop thinking about my father.
Huh. I thought my dad was dead a couple weeks ago. So,
Oh shit!
yeah. Uh, it was not a great time. Like, it was. If he didn't message me last week, I probably wouldn't have come on because I thought he was actually dead.
What drove you to think that he was dead? Just that he wasn't texting you back?
He never beforehand has went more than a few days without messaging me. And this was the first time in since I've had a phone, that he did not message me within, a week, and then a week turned into 2 weeks, and then
Nah,
a
I've
2 weeks
had
turned to
that
three.
concern before too, because like my father does not call very often. I usually have to call him, but my
Yeah.
father calls on holidays. He like has always done that. So like when he didn't call me on Thanksgiving last year, I was like actually concerned.
Yeah, no, my dad's kind of in a bad situation, so I wouldn't have put it past him, but he's still
You
kicking.
see, I wanna call my father, but at the same time, he's kind of been shaky with his holiday calling, and my birthday is on Thursday, so I kind of
Your
just want to
birthday's
see if
Thursday?
he calls. Yes.
For when Thursday rolls around.
What'd you say?
I
I
probably won't,
dropped from the call
actually.
for
I
a
have
second.
a stupid major important date test that I have to do.
I dropped from the call for a second. What'd you say?
I was saying that I may remember that your birthday is Thursday. However, I might not, because I have a important major test Thursday from the
Yeah, you know what I
state.
think? You know what I think you should do, Andrew? I'm
What?
asking as a birthday gift to me. This will cost you no money, but
Okay.
I'm simply asking you to stay up a bit later than you usually would, because on my birthday, on Thursday night at 10:30 p.m., we are recording the episode of Kira's Kingdom covering the episode where Elle dies. And I'm having like a
Oh,
bunch of guests on.
you're at that episode.
Yes.
The episode that I consider the series finale.
Yes, that one.
It should have been the finale. I think it would have been great to have the villain come out on top.
I think, in my personal opinion, the Death Note finale that did happen is the best episode of that show. And I don't know why people. I understand why people are not attached to Nier and Mello as much as they're attached to L, but I think that arc tells the downfall of Light in a great way, and the finale of Death Note is possibly one of the best episodes of television I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no, I can't say that.
Have you watched the Nier and Mello arc, or did you just straight up not?
Oh no, I watched it. I watched all of Death Note at least once. I've watched every episode. However, every time I've rewatched it, I stop at L dying,
I
because
would
I think that's
L,
the
I
perfect.
literally just called you L because I was looking at your picture. Yeah, if you didn't know, folks, right now for our little one-on-one episode, I've had Light Yagami as my profile picture for a while because I got a screenshot of him talking on the phone and he was doing an Anki face, and I thought it was funny, so now it's my profile picture. And Andrew went ahead and changed his profile picture to a picture of L also talking on the phone.
I thought it only fit.
So we're going one on one here. It's Light versus L, folks.
Light versus L. May the smarter one win.
Oh God, both bots are gone.
What? Both bots just
Well,
gone.
folks, looks like this is an OBS day. And thankfully, I was running a backup, so we're all good. We're recording on OBS, so we'll live. We live in. There's that brief moment where you cut out, but
That's besides the point.
But all right. Just dreams that feel
Alright.
real fuck you up, and it sucks. Like I had another dream
Yes.
recently where so I've had this like weird mental hang up for the past couple of years where I feel like I still belong in high school. And like, a lot of my dreams do take place in high school, but recently in particular I had a dream where it was just like it did not logically check out at all. I just like went back to high school like as if I was just out for the summer for these past 2 years. Like as if it was just a normal thing that was always going to happen. I just went back to high school. And it's just like I was in high school and that was the dream and it felt like reality while I was dreaming it.
Ugh.
I was just like back in high school and it's like this is where I belong. This is my real life. And then I woke up in my bed and I had to reassess. I'm not in high school. I'm an adult. I have a job.
Yeah, that just sounds depressing. Not, reminiscing of the high school days, just being an adult, working a job, working that same job for who knows how long. Till you die, maybe. Especially with how the world is right now, especially in America. That just sounds depressing.
Yeah, I do miss high school. I think it's because I didn't really get to finish it out, because
Yeah, you
I was a
didn't get to
COVID year
finish it.
graduate, so it was like my prom got canceled, my senior trip got canceled. I probably wouldn't have gone to either of those anyway, but the fact that I didn't have the option to go was kind of upsetting. And then, I didn't get to like naturally progress to graduation. It was just like I was out for a couple months, and then suddenly they're like, "We're doing a graduation," and it's like, "Oh, okay, cool." I was like, I
Ugh.
had already moved on at that point. Like I had to reschedule my training at work. This is right at when I started my job, and I had to reschedule my training at work so I could go to my fucking graduation.
COVID was a blessing and a curse. Blessing in
For
disguise.
school, it was a curse. I think the people who like online school are fucking crazy because I could not do it.
Thanks for telling me. I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm crazy. And
Were you an online school guy? You liked it?
I was, most definitely. I loved doing my 2 required credits of gym in my bed. That was the best time of my life.
That is fair enough. That
Besides the
particular
fact
thing
that
is
I
fair enough.
may or may not have, you know what, no, I'm gonna stop talking right now.
But really,
But
though,
it was great.
I didn't like it because I didn't it was hard to understand the content without having a teacher, and the teachers were very unavailable. They kind of took advantage of this time off, and it was kind of fucked. But they fucking gimme passed me. I'm pretty sure. Like I would not have
Yeah.
passed high school in the state that I was in. They just like bumped up all my grades because it was like a fucked up COVID year.
Yeah. Grades did not matter.
And it sucked too because like having actual like teachers and resources
Yeah.
during my quarter, because I had fucked up school like from middle school all the way to the first semester of high school, or the first semester of senior year of high school.
Yeah.
I consistently fucked up, but in the first quarter of my second semester in senior year, something just snapped in me, and I fucking put my ass in gear, and I did fucking great that quarter. Like I was one little bit off from honor roll. I got a C in math. Everything else was A and B.
Hmm.
So I fucking slammed like that quarter. And I was ready to do it again. And then suddenly it's like, "Oh, COVID. You have to go to school at home
COVID.
and you don't have any teachers and just do all this fucking busy work bullshit that you don't understand how to do." And it's like, "No?" Like I don't know. I can't. And it's like I got to the point. What sucked too is like I like kind of strapped myself in, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to fail every class. So what I have to do is I have to get every class to a high enough F that it will average with my grade from last quarter to a D. And I did that. I fucking sat down. I did as much work as I could physically like do and get a good grade on. And I got it. I got all of my F's pretty high up. But then they hit me with, "Oh, with digital school, it's different rules. You have to have a C to pass."
And they hit you with that.
Yes, you have to have a C to pass in digital school. That is a thing. And so, but then they just bumped all my grades up to C's and I graduated.
Yeah, no, there was only one class I was even worried about while I was in online, and it was a math class. And I'm not good at understanding math unless someone is actually teaching me it. So if no one teaches it to me, which I've been great at math for years, never before have I struggled in math, excluding Algebra 1, like late Algebra 1, which got canceled because that's when COVID first reared its ugly ass head. But after that, I did Algebra 2 online, and that was the first class I ever even came close to failing.
Yeah, fair
First
enough.
D that I ever got. First time I was for I think I still managed to make an honor roll of some sorts for the B honor roll. I averaged a 3.0 GPA even with a D minus.
I had not seen an honor roll since like third grade.
Elementary.
Yes.
I don't know how I would manage. I can think of actually one time I missed the honor roll in I think late 8th grade. And well, not
Wait, have
yes,
you been like consistently on a roll for like most
Yep.
of your school career?
most of my life. I don't know if you know this, Riley. I go to college next year.
Oh, you're
So-
doing dual enrollment? That's dope.
Yeah, I graduate with my associate's degree a year early.
Yeah, that's pretty lit.
Great.
I went to a school where like they were pushing for that, and I
Yeah.
didn't have the grades, so I just had to go to a different school after a certain grade.
Public school.
Yes, I did have to transfer to public school, which was, you know what? I think, despite its flaws, I liked my public school experience, and I kind of wish I did it for all 4 years of high school.
I
Like
can think of some bad
I
things.
cherish some of my experiences from that smaller school that I went to, the same one that Jason went to. I cherish some of my experiences from that school, but at the end of the day, I think public high school was a much more streamlined experience. It kind of allowed me to do my work in my own way, in a way that that little school would have never allowed. And I think it was a better environment overall, despite the fights and shit, because I was never involved in any of that. I If I could go back, I would actually want to do all 4 years of high school in a public school setting.
Because public school is great, except for the things that it's not great at. But we're gonna,
That's true, but it's like I had a good experience overall.
yeah. Someone going through high school right now did every year of his life in a public school because public school.
I was not in a public school for all of middle school and my first 2 years of high school.
Weird. No, I guess I can't knock it. Maybe I can, but I won't.
But anyway, so I guess to kind of wrap up the dreams that feel real issue, there's also we kind of brought this up briefly earlier, but nightmares that feel real. Like fuck you up. Like I've
Yeah.
woken up like sweating, heart beating, like holy shit. I was actually in fear for my life for real in this dream. Like, and the worst thing, right, is like, dreams that you have to logic yourself out of thinking are real. Like, this is an example I give. This is kind of like a joke, but like it's a little bit true. So, I assume because you've never seen anything, you've never seen the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, correct?
You would be correct.
Okay, so the plot of Nightmare on Elm Street is that there's this like kind of like demonic in origin guy. His name is Freddy Krueger. And his
I
shtick,
know who Freddy Krueger is.
yes, Freddy Krueger, his shtick is that he goes into your dreams and he kills you in your dreams and then you die in real. So like, I watch a Nightmare on Elm Street movie and then I have a Freddy Krueger dream. And you kind of have that moment of like, okay, the plot of Nightmare on Elm Street is he kills you in your dreams and you die in real life. What if that's really what's happening? Because, like, it seems absurd, but you think about it logically in that moment, you're about to be killed by Freddy Krueger in your dream, and it's like, what if this is real? That's like the whole point of Freddy Krueger. What if I'm about to die?
Yeah.
You get what I mean, though, right? Like, if you're given
Yes.
something with that premise, and then you're presented with that same scenario, it's like, oh shit, what if it's real?
Yeah. I just hate nightmares in general. I once had a nightmare that the strawberry shortcake girl was gonna eat me alive.
I had like a weird. I've talked about this dream on podcast before. I don't know if it's been on Largest Issue or something else, but just to describe it briefly, I had a dream when I was 3 years old that I will always remember. I remember it very vaguely, obviously, because it was a dream and I was 3. But the general plot of the dream is that it was like me and a bunch of kids, and it was like it's like a weird plot for like an anime, kind of, if you think about it, and it's like a bunch of kids, and we play this game, and the conceit of the game is that it starts by you jumping off of a building, and then you like go through a portal, and then you're presented with just like a series of doors, like like a Scooby Doo chase where they're going through the doors. It's like that,
Yes.
just like like hallways and hallways of doors, and the goal of the game is to escape like that area, and you're being chased by the big bad wolf who's trying to eat you. Because I was 3, so that was my idea of an antagonist,
Okay.
was the big bad wolf. So,
Okay.
so yeah, that was the plot of the dream. It was like I was just running from door to door, trying to escape this like the fucking hall of doors. Meanwhile, the fucking big bad wolf is trying to eat me. And the end of the dream was like he had me in like a cage, and he was about to eat me. Like he had his fork, he was sharpening his fork. I remember. And then somebody escaped the room, so like the game ends because this person won. So like somebody escaped the room, and then like we just like appear back on the top of the building, and that was like the end of the dream.
Interesting.
So yeah, that was fucking terrifying. Being 3 and running from the big bad wolf in my dream. through a series of Scooby-Doo-like doors.
I mean, hey, we all have our weird dreams when we were little. Mine just happened to be getting eaten by Strawberry Shortcake Girl.
Yep.
Um,
But alright, folks, dreams that feel real. Everybody's had one. You know their issues. Voted up. Andrew, you get the final issue tonight.
Alright. This is the issue that I've been planning for at least 12 hours. Did I find any information on this? No, I'm going to be speaking straight off the rip and off of my experiences and everything else in between, because of course, that's just what we do. This issue is not going to be, I've already dug myself in a hole, so I'm gonna need to explain myself a lot, I'm sure. Or maybe I won't have to explain myself a lot, because I'm sure a lot of people are gonna understand. The issue is a big pro and con of this is the greatest thing to happen to society, and this is the worst thing to happen to society. Lady and gentlemen, my issue is the internet.
There's no way this isn't on the list. Did you check?
Yeah, I did check the list, actually.
Every time I have this moment, I'm wrong, but I feel like we have to have.
I've checked, and I couldn't find proof that it was
That's
there.
such a good issue. That's so whack. There's no way.
Episode 94, people, and we still have issues that are widely known.
I guess we've done, like, specific social media platforms, but we've never
We have done specific ones, but we've never been
internet.
fully...
Okay, paying for internet is an issue. We have 3 issues with the word internet. Paying for internet. I've already done the internet. Fuck you.
Damn it, motherfucker. Shit.
You're bad at checking the list. There's literally a function on Google Doc where you can just search a keyword and see everything.
I'm on
keyword.
mobile, Riley. I can't.
I'm doing that on
like
mobile
that.
too. You hit
do that?
you hit the 3 little dots and you hit find and replace.
I don't have the 3 little dots, Riley.
When
I'm
you
sorry
have
to
a
tell
Google
you
Doc
this.
open, there's a 3 little dots on top of the Google Doc, and you click on it and you click find and replace.
It's not there.
It is there.
It isn't.
It has to be there. When you open a Google
It's
Doc,
not there.
when you open a Google Doc on mobile, there should be a little icon with a person with a plus sign, a little message icon, and a 3 dots icon.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but this isn't there for me.
Send me a screenshot. I don't believe you.
Okay. So, I'll send you the one... Hold on. I want to see if there's another way I can just open it, but it doesn't seem like it's going to let me open it any other way.
Wait, do you not have the Google Docs app?
It won't let me open in the Google Docs app.
You fucking cuck! Of course it'll let you open in the Google Docs app!
Did you not just hear me say, let me see if I could open it any other way, and then proceeded to say it won't?
If you open it with your account on your browser, then when you open your Google Docs app, it will just be there as one of your recent docs.
It doesn't work. I'm sorry to tell you.
Andrew, then your fucking device is fucked. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's what iPhones do.
Okay, so I've done the internet, so it's time for you to fucking pull
Don't
another
worry.
issue out of your ass.
Don't worry. Excluding the fact that we've done the internet, we can avoid that. We can talk about building. Yeah, okay. I can improvise this.
Wait, building in Fortnite?
Yes, that one.
Are you I thought... Oh yeah, okay, so building in Fortnite is your issue.
Alright, I can save this. This episode's been full of train wrecks that I have not been able to save, but I can save this one.
Well, I did Fortnite in general as an issue in episode 2, so that's kind of...
But that wasn't building.
That was not building in Fortnite, so...
We have talked about Fortnite at least once. At least twice.
I did Fortnite, and you did the Fortnite black hole, back when that was a thing.
Yep.
Okay, so building in Fortnite. Tell us why that's an issue.
So the main argument that they have against building in Fortnite is it's the thing that made Fortnite popular. It's the thing that has made the game stand out and have an actual dimension to it, unlike Apex Legends.
Ha!
HOD, what is it?
Blackout, Warzone.
Warzone.
I think the game is Warzone and the mode is Blackout.
I think at this point it's just Warzone now.
No, I think Call of Duty Warzone is like a dedicated Call of Duty Battle Royale, but there's also a Battle Royale mode in one of the recent Call of Duties, and it's called Blackout.
I don't know. I don't play COD games. I don't plan on playing any COD games. I already have 2 shooters that I've at least gotten some skill at, and one of them is Overwatch, and I guess that's good. And then the other one, obviously, being Fortnite. So we all know the major problem with building. If you've played Fortnite within the last at least 2 years, I could even stretch it, 3 years, 3 to 4 years of Fortnite, building has been the worst thing to hit the game. And it's not the building's fault. Building is a great thing. It's interesting. It's new. It's not in any other battle royale. The only thing that you get in building that you could even remotely say is potentially in Minecraft, but even still, that's Minecraft. That's not a battle royale, excluding the Hunger Games game mode in one of the many servers that Minecraft has. Building, it's not even building's fault that it's become such a sweaty thing to cover up poor aim. I use building to cover my poor aim, but it's become too good to where if you are just a really good builder, you're better than half of the Fortnite players on the planet. If you know how to edit, you're one of the best Fortnite players on the planet. You don't even gotta be good at aiming. You don't even have to aim. I'm pretty sure you could win so many Fortnite matches by just building. You win fights hella because you just need
Yeah,
to
it's
build.
just fucking people who have developed the amazing ability of fucking rotating their thumb fast enough to fucking make the Empire State Building to avoid getting shot. And it's fucking annoying.
It is annoying. It's one of the worst things to constantly have to play against. It's like, oh boy, I shot at this guy, now I gotta freaking watch him build the whole fucking the Burj Khalifa, just like that, like no one's business. Why is this the main thing? So when Fortnite decided that this season was the season to do it and get rid of building and give us an actual game mode where you can't build, everyone came back to the game. Everyone. There wasn't a single
Didn't the
person that I knew.
servers like crash when they
sure
brought in
they
no
did.
build? Like holy
I'm
shit.
sure they did. Because who would, you hear Fortnite's got no building, everyone's gonna come back to the game. The 500 million player base, all time, arguably, I'm sure it's close to that number. Don't quote me on that because I'm probably nowhere close to being right. But still, you want to come back to the game and not have to worry about sweats building their asses off. Or editing their asses off, even. Because that's what drives me away from the game. It's like, oh boy, you gotta worry about sweats cranking on you like your Soldier Boy in 2009. Or their Soldier Boy in 2009. And, it's just annoying. It's sad. It's one of the worst. It was great that it was removed and then they brought it back.
But they still have the mode, which is good.
They've now officially have a whole mode dedicated to not building.
I think that's an amazing compromise, because we all knew building was going to come back. It was never going away forever. But I'm glad that they kept the zero build mode, so now people can choose the way they play at any given time. I think that is a great, middle ground solution. And anybody who's still fucking bitching like, they need to remove no build mode, because building is the whole point. Shut the fuck up. We're compromising. Compromise is an important part of society.
We're lucky we're even compromising. I'm surprised that they were... I'm not surprised. Epic is really good at listening to their fans. Like, that's another reason why Fortnite was so big at one point, was because Epic listened to the fans so much that we would have gotten a huge update every week. And eventually we got spoiled because of it, because there was a major update every week. But building, it's just not not a necessity to make Fortnite original. There's a lot of things that make Fortnite still super original that building is not important. And it's, if creative wasn't a thing, if we never got creative in Fortnite, building probably wouldn't be as much of an issue as it is today. No edit courses, no building, free building for like as long as you want.
Well, that's just fun.
But
if you're just playing
yeah,
custom mode, yeah.
creative is a great thing. Creative is simultaneously the best and worst thing that happened to Fortnite.
Well, I don't know. What makes it the worst thing that happened to Fortnite?
Well, because of creative mode, you now have people that are so insanely good at editing that you can't even have fun in a public match or in a even half decent.
Oh, like you mean they like honed their building craft because they had access to creative mode?
Yeah, if you didn't have access to creative, no one would be as good as they are at building. Well, maybe, but like, it wouldn't be anywhere near this good. This fast, at least.
But yeah, I totally agree
But
with
that's
this
just...
issue. Like, I almost wish you didn't bring it in this week, because I know that Mo and Jason strongly disagree with this issue, and it would have been an interesting argument for sure, but yeah, I completely agree with you. Building in Fortnite is stupid, and I'm glad that we now have a mode where we don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, it's great. And I'm still gonna play the game mode that builds, because I suck at the game, okay? Building was what made me an actual decent player.
It's
But
the
I'm
opposite
still...
for me. Me being shit at building, like, ruins, like, my skill. I actually get a lot of kills in Fortnite now. Like, I don't win games a lot, because that's hard to do, because, you're against 100 people, but, like, I get a lot of kills, and I get pretty far, like, every time I play.
Yeah, like, you can get far easily if you're, building isn't your forte, per se.
No, but I'm saying now that I'm on no build, I'm getting, like, a ton of kills. It's like I'm actually competent
Yeah.
at, like, shooting and avoiding being shot without building being a factor.
Yeah. It's helps the new players in the game. Yeah, let's say, somehow you have yet to play Fortnite, you're new to the game. A no build game mode helps a lot.
You're
because you don't gotta
five, and
worry
you just
about
got your first
getting
game
cranked.
console, and the first thing you do is download Fortnite.
The first thing you do is download Fortnite because you've heard everyone talk about Fortnite for the last 4 years. Maybe even longer at this point. I don't know how long Fortnite's been active. Oh, close to 5, 6.
A long time, certainly.
XXX Tentacles was still alive when Fortnite was released. He played it live. So I know that it's been around since 2018, but I just don't know how many years ago 2018 was.
2018 was 4 years ago.
Only 4.
Yes, it is currently 2022. 22 minus 4 is 18.
Yeah, that checks out in my calculator. Yeah. I don't know where I got 6 from.
It might have come out in 2016. I feel like it did, actually.
It didn't. I know it came out in 2017. Because I was definitely not in
2017,
elementary.
so it's 5 years.
Yeah, late 2017. Like, that's the latest.
But anyway, did you have any other points?
The only negative that no building is brought into the game is the overshield. The tactical overshield, not a big fan of.
You're not a fan of the tactical overshield?
No.
I think it helps with one of my biggest problems with Fortnite is just if you get shot from the back, it's like easy to just like die immediately without being able to respond. So I think the overshield does kind of help solve that problem.
I mean, it does. It does, but when you're someone like me who's, the main fun that comes from playing Fortnite is being close quarters, someone having 250 health does not make close quarters fun, especially when there's no shotgun that does an insane buttload amount of damage, which is another gripe that I have with Fortnite. There should definitely be guns that should be able to one-shot people, but there is no gun that can one-shot someone that's at full health. Not
No,
even
I
at
think
200.
no, I don't think you should be able to one shot because then people don't have a time to react. That's kind of stupid.
The
Because you're running around in like a free roam environment, you get shot from the back, and it's like, oh, well, I guess I'm just dead now. Like, that's not good.
I disagree. If you have the heavy sniper and you hit a headshot with a sniper, you deserve to get a one-shot headshot instead of leaving someone at fucking the 0.01% of germs that are still alive from hand sanitizer. And definitely with shotguns too. Shotguns should also have the ability to hit for at least 200. Like I could maybe understand it doing only 200, but not killing someone if they have tactical overshield. But I definitely think at least one shotgun should be able to hit for 200. And the fact that they got rid of that is just, it's embarrassing.
I don't know. I don't know about how I feel about that. I think we have a disconnect here. We have a disagreement, but
Definitely should have a gun that at least one hits.
I just think in
Always
any
be in the
competitive game like that, people who are skilled should have the chance to turn around and respond in kind and not just be one shot.
Maybe I could get behind that. But if that is such an issue to where pros are complaining about that, then you don't have to have it in the competitive game modes. The whole point of the
Nobody
competitive
plays the
game
fucking
modes,
competitive game modes, Andrew. They fucking
a
put this shit
good amount
in.
of people do.
They put this shit in to fucking get people to shut the fuck up, but at the end of the day, the main thing is the battle royale, the main mode. That's what people play.
Yeah, I know. I do play competitive a good amount, though. I love playing competitive. Siphon is a great thing that should also be in pubs, but it isn't. And do you know what Siphon is, Riley?
No.
Siphon is the addition of 50 health per every kill that you get. So, like, let's say you fight someone and you get brought down to, like, what is it? You get brought down to very low, you're at like 13 health, and then you kill the guy, you kill him, you get the reward of getting 50 health back and then a bunch of materials. So that if someone were to run up on you and decide that today was going to be the day they were going to third party you, you can still fight and have a winning chance.
Yeah, no, that is pretty based. That is pretty based.
It used to be in pubs and then they took it out because people were too aggressive. And that may be true. I am a very aggressive player, so maybe that's why I love it. But it's just in my nature to be aggressive, I guess. At least in Fortnite.
You are a very aggressive player, and you cannot play on teams. Like that's what I've noticed about you. It's just like whenever we play squads, it's just like you run off on your own, and you get like shot at. It's like, hey, come heal me, and it's like maybe if we were together shooting at these people together, I wouldn't need to heal you in the first place because we could have collaboratively taken down this enemy.
Maybe. Instead, however, I will run at any noise that I hear, and I will most definitely shoot at anyone that I can. Just that's how I am. I'm sorry that I am a product of Tfue. It's just how it happened to roll. What do you want me to do? Tell me to go back in time and not watch Tfue's content?
I just want you to play Fortnite squads and like have fun and not.
That's how I have fun. I have fun by pushing every person that I see and or hear.
But in squads, we can like be aggressive, but you got to be aggressive together.
Okay, but some people take way too long. And I don't got that patience.
Like, you just gotta quickly be like, hey, over here. And, like, maybe do, like, one of those markers and be like, yeah, there's a guy over here. And it's like, okay. And then you convene where that guy is.
I don't even have a button on my controller anymore that could ping, like, hey, someone's over there. I'm challenging over there. I'm marking over here just so you know where I'm going. I don't have that bind anymore. You know why? Because I need a fucking edit button to compete with people that isn't the regular edit button. And it's the worst. I want to go back. That's why I do enjoy playing the no-build game mode, because I can have all my binds and not have to play with double claw.
Fair enough.
It is fair enough. It better be.
All right, Andrew. Well, unless you have any more pressing thoughts, I think it's about time to end our little show here.
I do not have any more pressing thoughts.
So, folks, thank you all for listening. This is our first little duo episode. Next week, I'll be back with Demi Gloom, and then after that, we'll have a couple more normal episodes. And then, we're working out the kinks for the finale. I haven't talked to you, Andrew, or like Jason or Mo about this, but me and Demi are sort of trying to start crafting what the finale is going to be. And then once we have a solid idea, we'll pitch it to the rest of you, and we'll figure it out.
Interesting idea.
Demi Gloom is usually the person. Demi Gloom is usually the person I go to. Like she was part of the planning for Issue Crew before I pitched it to any of you. And we're talking about what we're gonna do for the largest issue finale. So we're gonna work out the kinks, and we'll figure it out.
Deadline is soonish.
Deadline is soonish. This is episode 94. So 6 weeks from now, we will be recording episode 100. However, we're pretty set on the idea that our finale is going to be a two-parter. So like big shit will happen on episode 99. So we got to like have our shit ready by episode 99.
Okay. Interesting idea.
I think the general idea we have right now, and we'll see if we do this or if we do something else or like we think of like a better concept, is for episode 99 it's going to be like our issue finale. Like we're going to do issues, we're going to do a big thing. We're going to try to get maybe a couple guests on and have them do issues as well. And then in episode 100 we'll talk about the results of that final issue battle, because if we did issues on episode 100, when are we going to talk about who won? So the idea is to do our last like issue session on 99, and then in episode 100 kind of do like a look back on the show and just like hang out for a bit and then say our goodbyes.
Who knows? Maybe I'll have a whole project ready to release. Maybe I probably won't have my next musical project ready by then.
Oh, that'd be dope if we can listen to some new Angel from Hell tracks in our finale. That'd be based.
It would be a good idea, but I don't think I would. I don't think I could do that in 6 weeks, have an entire project ready. And I know I've been working on a project for the last, arguable month now, but it has not been good progress. It has been very slow. But I'm working on stuff in the background. Not in the background, I've been tweeting about it on Twitter. About my next upcoming project. It's got a name and all.
At least. What's the name?
The next project's going to be Ghost Boy. That's the name of the next project.
Are you making a Danny Phantom themed album?
It is not a Danny Phantom themed album. I am not going that route, but
you should at least have one track that's somewhat. You should have a track called Danny Phantom on this album.
Maybe. I don't know. It would be hard to do that and not like do something that rips off Trippie Redd's Danny Phantom.
Oh, does Trippie Redd have a song called Danny Phantom?
He doesn't have a song called Danny Phantom, but he says he has a song about going ghost, and it was originally called Danny Phantom. But that was the leaked version, and then the real release was
Going Ghost?
Just called Ghost.
Oh, Ghost, okay.
Yeah. Or maybe it was called Danny Phantom. It might have been called Danny Phantom. I'd have to look. But I'm almost positive it was, something along the lines of Danny Phantom. It's also I've
been watching Danny Phantom clips recently, and there was like a little quote that's like, I'm like, this is what I would call a Danny Phantom podcast. I saw like a 20-second clip where like there are bullies chasing after Danny. He's like, wait a minute, I have ghost powers. I would definitely make a Danny Phantom podcast called Wait a Minute, I Have Ghost Powers.
Yeah. Another thing about the project that I think I've come to the terms to accept the fact that this is going to be the last. This is going to be my last SoundCloud only project, or just last SoundCloud project in general, since I am putting a good amount of effort into this one. Which I know I've only had, two projects on SoundCloud. One of them being just a bunch of song throwaways, and then the other one actually, like, just being a pack of my songs that
Well, what's the future for Angel from Hell then, if not SoundCloud?
The future of Angel from Hell is I'm going to be working soon. I'm going to have a car in the real world.
Okay, so the future of Angel from Hell is
school.
there's no future for Angel from Hell.
No, that is not what I mean by there is no future for Angel from Hell. The future of Angel from Hell is I'm going to have money to purchase instrumentals, and since I'm going to have the money to purchase instrumentals, I will have the ability to put them on actual streaming services and actually potentially make money off of something.
Oh, hey.
Which also probably means that Walk in the Park within the next few months is going to be put on Spotify and every other platform.
That was a free beat, right? Like, you can't do that right now, but you'd have to...
I cannot do it right now legally. I mean, I could, but it would probably get taken down within a while for obvious reasons.
Hit him like Walk in the Park. Best believe I'm gonna leave a mark.
Have I told you about classmates in my school singing that song and it creeping me out?
No, but that's pretty funny.
It made me uncomfortable.
Does anybody at your school talk about Largest Issue anymore? You've told a couple stories about that.
I don't think I've heard anyone talk about Largest Issue in forever.
You haven't had friends mention anything to you?
Nope.
Damn. Unfortunate that the Andrews High School has stopped listening to Largest Issue of the Galaxy.
Doesn't listen to Largest Issue, but does know about my rap career. And, oh god, is it embarrassing. I mean, I've come to stomach it at this point.
I think when we introduced Demi Gloom is probably when your high school students fell off.
They were like,
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, but you know what? It's fine. We ball.
We ball. But alright, folks, I think that'll about wrap us up here for Largest Issue in the Galaxy, episode 94. Thank you all for listening, folks. My issues were the artificial scare... Oh, we have to do plugs. Never mind. Andrew, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitter.com/NGEL from Hell Zero. You can find me on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/AngelIsAway. Oh, I hate that is that for SoundCloud, but it's still under the Angel from Hell moniker. Listen to my most recent EP, another Angel from Hell EP, which has, the most recent songs of mine that I actually think is good. I don't know, Riely, if I've told you, but someone on Instagram actually messaged me about that EP and how it actually had good songs on it, and that was the best ego boost I've experienced within the last month.
That's pretty based.
It was to have someone I didn't know tell me that I was actually good. It was
I get that
nice
feeling, because,
moment.
whenever a new fan starts interacting with, the podcast, it's like, wow, somebody actually listened to this shit and enjoyed it.
Yes.
Thank you to Harry Otter and Demi Gloom, the only two people who I've ever experienced that with for this show.
It is a very good feeling. I have another song that is potentially... I'm going to be releasing things up to, Ghost Boy's released, but before Ghost Boy, I have a single coming out sometime soon, my hyperpop debut, and nothing else will be revealed about it because I'm uncomfortable, and it was the most frustrating song I've made so far. If you think anything else was frustrating, that was true frustration.
You said, you can make music except for rap beats, right? Didn't you say that? You can
I know how to make beats. I know how to make beats. I can do it for every genre. I've done it for almost every other mainstream genre, but rap has not been for it.
So this is a weird backwards way to make a song, right? But maybe it would work. Singing is one of my passions, but I have no understanding of music theory. But
I don't
maybe if I
either.
have you like whip me up like a guitar, like instrumental song, I could come up with lyrics to sing over it.
That's what I do for my song. I have an instrumental playing first, and then I write every song. Every song I've written, I knew the instrumental by heart by the time I finished writing it.
Yeah, that's probably definitely the case with rap music, certainly with rap beats. But like, I feel like that's gonna be a weird way to write like like a soft like rock song or like something to the effect of something that I'd want to sing over. But maybe it's something worth a try.
I don't know.
I do want to put out a song, and I think that might be a way to do it.
It's not hard to put on music, man.
Like I can put out rap songs, like I've already done that, but it's like actual like singing songs are more of like a labor. When you're rapping, you just kind of have to write some snappy rhymes and like deliver them in such a way that it's interesting to listen to.
Not even everything I've released is rap. I have pop music in my discography now. That came along with Another Angel from Hell EP.
I also should probably get a better microphone if I'm going to make like an actual song.
Riley, what microphone do you think have recorded every single one of my songs with?
Probably a high-end iPhone microphone, which are actually pretty good because iPhones are expensive as shit.
I have used the same pair of Apple earbuds for every song that I've made.
Hey, see, that's probably not bad, but like even that, I mean, your sound quality isn't great, but like it's okay. And you also, you master them, so that makes them sound better.
Yeah, I've learned how to mix and somewhat master. I had to learn a lot of mixing over the last few days to make hyperpop music, and that was frustrating because I'm dumb. And when I tried something, it just didn't work how I wanted it to.
I wonder if I saved, like, I was writing an Andrew diss track. Like, I've started to do that, like, twice, and I've never finished it. But, like, the last time, I think it was going pretty well. I just kind of got stumped a little bit, and I didn't go back to it. I wonder if I saved that beat. Because I'm sure I have
That's
the
what happens for a
document
lot of
somewhere.
my stuff. A
I
lot
know.
of my songs right now have been getting caught in the same loop of I get a little bit in and
Oh, what? Hello?
I'm sorry, I brain farted. I get a little bit in, but then I completely lose all motivation for the song. And I just don't come back to it ever. I have so many songs in my drafts because of that.
Yeah,
Like it's
I get
not
writer's block a lot. Like I have raps that I've never finished that like I was writing. I've had, video scripts that I've started that I've never finished. I certainly get that.
Riley, I don't think you know how many songs I have in my vault of unfinished stuff.
It's also funny when you like finish writing something and you're like ready, but then you never record it. That's what happened to my I have a video on my YouTube channel right now. It's a scripted video about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I wrote that script like more than a year prior to when I recorded it and had it released.
I usually try to do it at least within a week after I've officially finished writing. I've done that for most of my songs. Like if I finish writing it, I'll try to record it sometime that week. I've done that with every song for the last few months.
Literally, my thought process was like originally, it's like okay, I believe in my thoughts in this video, and I do want to like write this video. I want to write this video and I want to finish it, but I have not beaten Let's Go. And I want to try to change that before I record this video so I can make any needed updates. And I'm kind of in a state in my life where I don't play a lot of video games, so I have not finished Let's Go.
Yeah, I don't.
But I was at a point where it was like, okay, I need a scripted video. I have a finished script. And then I just recorded it and put it out.
Yeah.
I need to think of things to write scripts about. Like I really want to make another scripted video because I'm always like, I'm always proud of how they come out. But more credit to Jason than to me, really. But I'm always very happy with how they come out when I make a scripted video. Like I think some of the best Riely content out there is Ode to Biggest Problem and the three almost perfect 3D Sonic games. Or no, the two almost perfect 3D Sonic games. My bad. Those are like the two best things I've ever made, are those two like scripted videos. But anyway, it's time to and this. You can find me at anchor.fm/Riely Megafeed. You might already be there. All my podcasts and shit are there, and other podcasts that I do and other things that I do are all linked into the description. So yeah, check it out, the Riely Podcast Megafeed. And thank you for listening. My issues were the artificial scarcity of eggnog and dreams that feel real.
My issues were straight cis women and building in Fortnite.
And we will see you guys next time, or I will see you next time with Demi.
You will see him next time. I will not.
Good night, folks.